my name is Elvie. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reading to you Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. And this story is a biography. So let's get started. Little People, Big Dreams, Steve Jobs. Little Steve was born in San Francisco. He was just a baby when he was adopted by Mr. and Mrs. Jobs, a couple who promised to parent him with all their love and best addiction they could afford. Steve was interested in how things were made and had a great time working with his dad in the garage. But he found school quite boring. Steve soon realized that the only way to do great work is to love what you do. One day, he joined a club for curious kids run by an electronics company. Fascinated by the walkie-talkies and instant cameras, Steve stumbled on a mysterious machine that had never been seen before. It was a computer. It was huge. There was no way a 12-year-old kid could fit into their room. Steve spent the whole summer at the electronics club learning everything about computers, the most awesome tool ever invented. In high school, some people thought Steve was a nerd. Others thought he was a hypie, but Steve was just himself. He could talk about electronics for hours with his friend Woz. And after having long walks with his other friend, Christian, he realized how much he liked art, lecture, and her. Steve didn't want his parents to spend their life saving on his college diploma, so he dropped out. But he continued to sneak into classes that interested him, like calligraphy, which taught him the art of writing beautifully. He saved all his money and took a long trip to India, practicing meditation. Steve learned to not worry about yesterday or tomorrow and focus on today. He knew that one day everything he had learned would connect. Back in California, Steve went to see his friend Woz, who was busy working on a homemade computer. Steve thought it would be great if everyone could have a computer at home. He and Woz decided to start business together. They gave their company the name of a fruit, Apple. Steve's garage became their headquarters. They spent long days and nights programming and imagining what a personal computer might look like. Woz was the genius engineer, but it was Steve's idea to make computers simple and easy to use. Soon they went from selling 200 computers to becoming a super successful company. Steve knew that great things are never done by one person, but by a team of people. He hired the most talented artists and designers and engineers and challenged them to think differently to create the most extraordinary devices. Whether it was a computer or a mobile phone, Steve showed the world that design is not just about how things look, but how they work too. For him, good design should help make life easier for everyone. And little Steve became one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world has ever seen, a hero in everyday technology. All this just by having the courage to follow his heart and intuition. The end. That was the end of the story. And so at the end of every Little People Big Dream book, there's always some pictures of how the person really looked. So I'll give you a minute to look at the pictures. So that's the end of our book. This is my fun photo dressed up as Steve Jobs. If you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for being with me. Bye-bye.